Hi, welcome to my channel, Takayaki Tarot. Today is July 11th, 2023. So today is Tuesday, July 11th, 2023. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, gives you clarity, great. If it doesn't, then don't force it to be your story, right? Don't try to make it yours. It seems to be a habit, right? So, let me see. Aside from that, jeez, there's definitely, anyways. I'm just gonna start pulling cards and go from there. Okay, let's start with this deck. I keep hearing, no, there's a fly too. Yeah, there's a fly. I've had to kill about 4 flies. They like popped up out of nowhere. So this is, I believe this is the last one in the bunch that just popped up into my home today. So I just gotta get rid of it. So I just keep hearing stalking. That's the only thing I'm hearing, just stalking. And like right before I started my camera, it was like a conversation, and someone was like, "Have you ever been stalked before?" And then the other person goes, "Well, I'm being stalked right now." So I just broke a sweat. So someone's getting real nervous. Someone's breaking a sweat. Someone's out here stalking. That's all I can. That's it. Have you ever been stalked? Well, hold on. Anyways, I am back. What was I saying? Blah blah blah. Yes, stalking. That. It was just a brief conversation. Have you ever been stalked? And the other party would go, "Yes, I'm being stalked right now." So the teacher. Let's see. The teacher. Study and share your wisdom with one experienced enough to value it. Be realistic. Study and share your wisdom with one experienced enough to value it. Basically, hold on. Okay, but be careful. That's basically saying, and it's interesting too, because I was just thinking about this like last night, how I personally enjoy, hold on one second. I personally enjoy giving advice, but the thing is, don't ask me for advice if it's just going to go in one ear, not the other, and you're just going to keep doing what you were doing prior to asking for advice, right? This. No. Listen. No. Share, hold on. Alright, the amount of distractions I'm getting right now, literally, like, it's making me laugh because it's insane how, like, the minute I started, like, I kid you not, I was literally by myself for, like, a good 20 minutes, and then the minute I start talking about this, that's when, like, all the distractions start, right? This is basically saying that, like I was saying, I'm the kind of person that I like to, if I'm going to give you advice, I expect you to take it and use it, utilize it for the greater good of yourself, right? I don't like giving advice so it could just go in there and out the other to, like, waste my breath. This is basically that. If you're going to teach somebody something, if you're going to give your wisdom or share your wisdom to somebody, just make sure that it's someone who is going to utilize it, someone who is going to use it. with one experience enough to value it. You could be around somebody who is just not mature enough to understand what you're saying. All right. So if you're gonna talk about what it is that you need to talk about, this is really more about like spirituality, like spiritual stuff, right? Quote quote. Um, but it's just best for your, not only for your well-being, but also it's like that card that I made. You can't speak. You can't speak smarter in the hearing of a fool or something like that. It's a Bible verse, but if it comes up, then it comes up great. But like you, I don't know. This is not, you just, there's nothing wrong with you teaching. And if anything, that's part of your job. You know, some of you could be teachers, like whether if it's like in a school where you're teaching about God or spirituality, or just like you're sharing your own experiences that you've had in life. But I feel like you're going to be directed to the right people that need your guidance. Act learned, wise, and quite mature, and learn the meaning of l'amour. The one for you, that teacher's pet, loves all the learning they can get. If you're well schooled or even self-taught, you'll gain the prize that can't be bought. Bless you. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Act learned, wise. Yeah. So here's the thing too. You may not even. A lot of you could be like, "Well, I never finished school, or I never got my GMO." That may be well, but that's okay. That's fine. It's not a big issue, especially if you're still like self-taught. So for example, like I know people who have gone to school, but at the same time they're kind of like dumb just because they only know what's in those books, right? They don't have street smarts, they don't have knowledge about love, they don't have knowledge about emotional maturity, they don't have knowledge about experiences, they don't have, it's just what they know in those books for school, those institutions, that's all they know, that's it, right? So I feel like there's people around you that they want to learn, but they're also willing to not like open other books. How do I explain this? You're definitely being guided to like teach, to talk to somebody. Also, you know what too? Oh my god. There's a false person around. They're asking you questions as if they don't already know the answers to what they're asking you. Like, have you ever been stalked before? And you would be like, yeah, I've been stalked before. But the person who's asking you, they already know that, right? I feel like that false person, they're the one that they want you to teach them what you know, but it's not going to do it's not going to do anything for them because that's not what they care about. And it's not going to do anything for you. It may make you feel good because you're like, yeah, I can teach someone. I'm doing what I feel like feels good, because teaching for a lot of people, it feels good, where you can like nourish the mind, share knowledge. That feels good, right? Seeing people grow and expand and prosper, it feels good to see that. So you might get caught up in the illusion like, oh my God, I can finally do what I want to do. Like, this feels great. But be careful because you might be teaching the wrong person. What's that term? Vetting them. So if you're going to teach someone, make sure that they are on the same wavelength as you and the same caliber. Vet them out. Okay? Don't be afraid to like ask them questions about their background just to confirm that who you're teaching is who you should be teaching. Yeah, so because of the feeling of like, yes, I can finally do my job, right? That false person is going to take advantage of that, hoping that you teach them, you give them all your, so then when the next person, the person that you're really supposed to be teaching comes along, you're just too exhausted and you're tired, you're just like, I don't feel like doing this anymore, I'm going to take a break, right? Because the false person, they just took all your teaching energy or some shit. Let me see. I keep looking at this snake because there's a snake in this card. Yeah, this false person is a snake. And I kept seeing a snake on TV earlier today too. Um, Yeah, so there's a snake right here. Right there. It's a green snake. Yeah, this person is very sneaky and sly. It's interesting because they already know you're being stalked because, like, they know that you know you're being stalked, but they don't know if you know who the person is, right? Or what it is. But the person that is doing the stalking, they have a pet. They have a pet dog. Is she saying March?
Yeah.
March?
Yeah.
Interesting. March. Okay, let me get this deck now. Actually, I'm just gonna lay that like that. So this person's being very sneaky. Oh, this person also, they like to, like, with the whole teacher's pet kind of thing, be careful because it's giving like suck up energy, like they just like to suck up to you. And I feel like that's part of like the whole damn, that fly. Hold on. It's not their personality, but that's kind of like a way for them to kind of like you know how like teacher's pet, they say that teacher's pets, they're like the ones that's always raising their hand and asking questions and bringing their teacher apples and, you know, teacher, do you need help? And I can help you. It's kind of like that energy, I guess, this whole teacher's pet, because it's like they need you to believe that, yes, I am the one that you should be teaching. I am the one that you need to give all your guidance and wisdom to. This freaking fly, man. We got 2 cards that came out. We have moving forward and letting go. Oh, but letting go is in the reverse. It's balance. That's interesting. Yeah, this is a theme lately. So with moving forward, it says persist. May your ripples build the swell. So I feel like no matter what, like you just want to constantly teach. You just want to always share the wisdom of wealth, right? Share the wisdom of knowledge. Share the wealth of wisdom, the wealth of knowledge, the wealth of knowing, right? It's like you have so much information. You're just like, yes, I am so ready to teach. I am so ready and eager. This false person, it's like, yes, I know that you're eager, so let me be that false person, but pretend that I'm not a false person. It's really, they just want information. They're stalking you for information. We have balance in reverse. It's also talking about letting go. I don't know. I don't know who can't let go. It says balance. May you find equilibrium and motion. Yeah, the whole point of this is to you teach, give all your energy, give all your information, give all your knowledge. You're like, you know, and so by the time you realize it, you're all teachered out, and your real student comes along, and you're just like, I just don't have the energy for this. You can't let go. Can't let go. Can't let go. Can't let go. That false person is, they're hiding. They're hiding something. Yeah, their intentions are like behind a brick wall. It's like it's not even a brick wall. It's plaster. It's a plastered wall. It's very hollow. It's not a real wall. But they're doing a good job of hiding behind it. So it's like, you know, this person's stalking you, but you can't also like prove it. You know, it's kind of like that. But man, if that wall is not hollow, because plastered walls is very hollow. I had a friend one time who had built a plastered wall, and one wrong move and there was like a big hole in it. Like, It's very hollow. It's not exactly sturdy. I mean, I guess depending on how you build it, but that's, you know, I don't know. I guess it was just like a crappy wall. It's like a temporary wall. There's something about not letting go. There's a card missing for this. For the not letting go. I'm going to put a card in the middle now. Let's see what else comes out. It's like this person wants you to be off balance by the very job that you're meant to be doing. Which is interesting though, because no matter what, you're always going to keep going. We have persist here. You're going to always move forward. You're always going to keep going. No matter what obstacles come your way, you're just going to use that. Look, wishing right on top of balance in reverse. This person has like these wicked wishes. Wishing. They're just wishing and hoping. I don't know why though. They can't, you know what? That's what that is. They can't let go of the fact that you're moving forward and you keep going no matter what. So you keep going, moving forward no matter what. And this false student of yours, they just don't want you to teach. It's really that simple. This reading is just a student or a false student who doesn't want you to teach, doesn't want you to do what you're supposed to be doing, your job. And the thing is, it makes them bitter because you're going to keep doing this no matter what. You're going to keep going. You're going to keep overcoming obstacles. You're going to keep teaching. You're going to keep learning. And that's another thing too. You're going to keep learning. A lot of you are self-taught. Like, yeah, you may, whether or not you went to school, whether or not you got your GED, whether or not you went to college and graduated, all that, it doesn't really, I don't want to say it doesn't really matter, but in this particular situation, you know more than what's just in those books, right? Because you're always learning, self-taught, right? If you're well-schooled or even self-taught, you're getting the prize that can't be bought, which is knowledge. It's more like inner knowing. You can't buy inner knowing. You can't buy intuition. You can't buy understanding. You can't buy patience. You can't buy being able to figure out how to overcome these obstacles, and you can. You're doing that. And this person, they just want you to not do what you're doing. Like, this is like their deepest wishes. And there's a well here. It's like they're the deepest parts of them. That's what they want. That's like their wish for you, which is really wicked. Very, very wicked. Hold on, I gotta light this sage. Yeah, that's very, very wicked. I was gonna say something else too about balance in reverse. Yeah. It'll come back. Oh, it was about the teacher. I also feel like it's the weirdest thing that this person, they want you to allow them to stalk you. I know it's like so weird, but they want you to let them, like, just let me stalk you, let me be creepy, let me just watch you from over here, right? It's like this person admires you, but they also want to keep you like from doing your job. And it's like, I know you know that I'm stalking you, but can you just let me do this? Right? It's like that. So I think that's the funniest thing. Can you just let me stalk you? It's literally like that. Like, come on. You're not gonna, come on. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I think that's like the funniest shit ever. let me rephrase that. It's not funny being stalked. It's just funny how this person like really wants you to let them. They like to play the blame game. Oh, 2 cards came out. They like to play the blame game. Learn to say no in your dreams, but you got to say no with conviction. With spiritual attacks, the word no is very powerful. I know that card is like all over the place. Yeah, so that's something that you're also learning how to do, because again, we have study, share your wisdom. Whether you're schooled or self-taught, you're always learning things. You're always constantly learning. This person doesn't like that, because the more you learn, the more you know how to like see what they're doing. And like at this point, maybe before it was like a metal wall, and then it was a brick wall, and now it's like a plastered wall. Soon it's gonna be a glass wall. You're gonna see them, like their face, their intentions. You're gonna see them clear. I think that's the funniest thing. It's just like the closer you get to seeing them, the more they're just like, please, just let me stalk you, please. They like to play the blame game. Yeah, this is just like a big ass crybaby. I don't get it. That's like a little side note of, I don't know what they like to do, I guess. Also, they're like blaming you. I don't know why I did it. Look. I don't know why I did it. So, what, they don't know why they keep stalking you? They don't know why they keep doing that? Yeah. Bless you! Bless you! This person, they don't even know what they're doing, why they're doing what they're doing. They like to play the blame game too. I feel like also it's, once you realize what this person was doing, you kind of put an end to it. And now they're blaming you because either you're not letting them stalk you, or you're just not allowing them to, like, you're just being more cautious, you're being more aware. It's like, it's your fault I can't stalk you. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. And I just think that is the funniest shit ever. Like, it's my fault that I won't let you stalk me? Like, what? What was that? Self-care. Believe it or not, always expanding your mind, it's a form of self-care, because you're always willing to get out of that box of stagnation, simple-mindedness, narrow view, narrow thinking, one perception. So while you are still learning and focusing on your knowledge, being self-taught, it's a great way for you to like expand your own mind, your own spirit, your own everything, right? Also, when it comes to business too, it's always good to learn different business tactics and things like that. So it's pretty cool. Let's see. There's something about imposter syndrome. So if anybody doesn't know what imposter syndrome is, it's basically like, I think I've talked about this in my readings before. You take an artist, right? Doesn't matter what kind of artist, music artist, painter, writer, whatever. We'll do a painter, right? Because that's the thing I'm seeing. So you take a painter, and a painter can draw a beautiful landscape, right? But for some reason, the artist, the person who painted it, they're just like, I just don't think that this is good enough, right?